I don't really see any negatives to this program at all. It's a really positive program. I think it's a program that can be expanded throughout Australia, and the benefits are incredible. I'm yet to see any negative repercussions from a program like this.
I thought it was fantastic, and it's a way of having people get fit, plus also compete in a boxing competition without any sort of danger to them.
It's terrific. It was great to watch. I think it offers an opportunity for Boxing Australia to introduce a lot of young kids.
Speed, agility, coordination, balance, you've got it all, and the excitement of the competition, the scores up in front of everybody to see.
The interesting thing about this, a bit of electronics, a bit of textiles and a bit of software. At the end of the day, no one cares about that. They care about the experience that's had in the ring. So it's really built around how exciting in the space that it's in boxing or in box tag, and fitness for that matter, does it really engage that community. So long as we've been seeing quite significant growth and retention of people in this community, so it's now a matter of, well, if the impediment to scaling the system up and having more devices is removed, will it naturally grow?
And it encourages this safety because you're not relying upon the power of the punches to score. And also you're not going to score. In fact, you'll be penalised if you punch the head.
Amateur boxing at the moment is introducing this World Series boxing. That's boxing 5 by 3 minute rounds, no headgear. That's a move away from amateur boxing. The boxers are getting paid. It's going to keep them in the amateur ranks, which is great. But it's a move away from amateur boxing. No headgear, 5 by 3 minute rounds, additional points for a knockdown. This is the move in the other direction. It's really, really good. It's really positive. I love it.
Also, there's obviously a variation on traditional amateur boxing with the way that it's designed, and I think it offers more alternatives for people and more inclusivity, particularly the opportunity for men and women to compete or play or to have bouts against one another, and also for the different weight categories to more fairly compete against one another. So I think it showed a lot of opportunities for the sport, and also variations to encourage more participation from the more, wider aspects of the community.
Yes. The kids have to aim at a specific location. They've got to not aim at the head. They've got to aim to score points. It's a lot more skill. I'm a big fan. I think it's bloody good.
As parents, you can actually quite safely enter your children into this sport knowing that it's well controlled, and it's a great fitness sport and great skill sport. So it's almost a complete sport with strategy, technique, skill, fitness. So it's a terrific sport.
It's got all the essence of the sorts of things that young people like to be involved in, hasn't it? Both participating and watching.
Because of the nature of boxing, we haven't really ever had a sort of participation wing, and this looks to me to be perfect for that.
I'd be wary to say that this is the learning ground to then move on to amateur boxing. I would have there's amateur boxing and there's box tag, and the skills would be transferable to amateur boxing. Yeah. But at the same time, I think it's a competitive sport in its own right, potentially.
We're committed in Queensland to seeing the program trialled. Minister for Sport is supporting a research study, and I guess that's why I'm here, to have a look at how we might framework the research, to have a look at how this is really affecting young people. What sort of benefits are they getting from it, and what do we need to put around the sport to give it the best chance of being something that young people want to participate in and keep involved in long term. The really nice thing to hear today was that you've got them as young as 8 and as and into their 50s and 60s competing to learn a skill set young and to maintain that through the lifespan.
It also provides a tremendous opportunity for kids that might be from disadvantaged areas or disadvantaged segments of the community to come and participate in a sport which requires skill and self-discipline and introduces them to a wider community of sport. And the other thing about a sport like this is that almost everybody can participate in it. You don't have to be big, you don't have to be strong, you don't have to be tall. You can be you can be all sorts of different shapes and sizes can participate in a sport like this. So it's really got very wide application.